The Barricade double tubular front bumper in gloss black is for those of you that have a 1987 to 2006 either YJ or TJ that are looking for a tubular front bumper to give you a little bit more of that classic look. There are going to be a couple different tubular bumpers out there. A lot of them are going to be the same 3-inch round tubes, but some of them have a little bit of a different detail on the end here, how they wrap around, if they're just straight, how they're capped off. So that's how these are going to be a little bit different. Overall, I like this one. It is metal ends on the end here that are welded right on there. They're not plastic caps that are on there. So I think this one's pretty well constructed. And overall, it's going to be a very easy installation as well. It's going to bolt right onto that TJ or YJ in place of that factory bumper. Definitely a 1 out of 3 wrench installation in less than an hour, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second. So as far as features go, tubular bumpers are more of an aesthetic bumper for the most part. There are some that you can get that will have a winch mount. Some will have recovery points, but for the most part, they're just aesthetic, and that's what this one is. It does have 2 light mount tabs up on the top here for running a set of factory or aftermarket auxiliary lights, but it's not going to have any recovery points, any winch points, any points to jack up the Jeep using a high lift jack. Nothing like that. This is going to be pretty simple, pretty straightforward, and just give you a little bit of that old school look. As far as tubular bumpers go, I think this one is very fairly priced. Again, I mentioned that it has the welded metal caps on the end instead of plastic caps, so I think that there was a lot of attention to detail here. The gloss black powder coat finish is really nice, so I do think it's going to be worth the price. As for construction, like I said, this is very simple. This is going to be 3-inch tube covered in that gloss black powder coat finish. It has a couple of tabs welded on it. Those are going to be your mounting holes. Again, it'll bolt directly onto either a TJ or a YJ. These corners here just sweep back a little bit, giving it some style. You have those welded caps, and you have a couple of light mount tabs on top. Very simple bumper that's going to give you that tubular old school look. As for the installation, 1 out of 3 wrenches, 1 hour to get this installed. All you'll have to do is remove the factory hardware holding that factory bumper into place. Of course, if you have any lights mounted on that bumper, you'll want to disconnect those as well, unbolt them, and be able to bolt them onto your new bumper, but you can hold off until the new bumper is installed on the Jeep. So once that factory bumper is out of the way, go ahead and slide this over the frame horns, bolt it down. Then you can attach any lights that you have onto your new bumper with the light mount tabs, and you're going to be finished with the install. I mentioned before that I think this is a pretty fairly priced bumper. This comes in at $130, and I think for the quality that you get, that is definitely going to be a fair price. A lot of the plate steel, more off-road ready bumpers are going to be significantly more expensive. They're going to have more features, and they're going to be built stronger. If you're not looking for that, if you don't need that, save your money. You can go with something like this. If you like this tubular look, it's going to be far less expensive, and it's still going to drastically change up the look of your Jeep. So if you like the look of a tubular bumper on your Jeep, I think this is a very high quality option available from Barricade, and you can find it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.